Okay, what up, y'all? So today I'm coming to you to talk about my thoughts of LA so far. Okay, so my thoughts so far. LA is interesting. I think LA is interesting for a number of reasons. I first want to give a shout out to my roommates who are absolutely amazing humans, and I have so much fun with them. And they do a lot of things that I'm really interested in, and I guess I've been like figuring out like that I don't totally love to party anymore, and I never thought this day would come, y'all. Like on like some real, like I never thought the day would come that I would be like, I really don't. I'm all right with going out, like, and I think it's a number of things that happen when you go out, but like, I think I made a video like a live a while ago that was like, yeah, I don't really want to go out at night as much anymore. And I think that's still true, but in particular, it's more like, okay, what type of events am I going to at night? And like, I went to this really dope one last night, which was the trap art. That was cool. Music was good. Art was dope. I know they have trap art in Oakland and here in LA. I think it's about, LA is all about like who you surround yourself with, honestly, because, you know, for many years, I did not like LA. I was like, this is not my cup of tea. Like, I'm not feeling the vibe. I'm not feeling how people interact with each other. I'm just not feeling that. But I think that's gotten a lot better because like, I feel like I'm hanging around people that I really enjoy, who have a lot of similar, you know, kind of ideas about life. And they're mostly all from the East Coast, which is interesting, and how you find your tribe, no matter where you go. But I guess some things I've observed about LA, which can kind of be true for how like I kind of feel about California in general. And I don't want anybody to take this wrong, but if you do, I mean, I get it. It's just, I feel like the idea of individualism is like really a thing in California. And someone is calling me right now. No, we can't talk because I'm making a live. Jeez Louise. But yeah, so like I just kind of give this overall sense of like individualism in the Bay. I mean, I'm Bay. Ooh, sorry. In LA and like how that kind of plays out. And like I just feel like home and the East Coast is certainly more communal. It's more about like kind of like doing things with people often, and like it's just community is different here. And I came with the intent to live in LA and give it a chance. I don't necessarily have in the back of my mind that like this is gonna be a place that I settle, but like if I am making these videos a year from now, still living in LA, then that says something. Those of you who know me personally know what place I really want to be in. And well, I want to be here now because I'm good with the present, but like also I have ideas and places I will also like to live, and those who know me know exactly what that place is and why. But yeah, LA is different. It's definitely different from home. It's definitely different from home, and it's different from home because community is just made differently there. And like, for instance, right, like the Bay has like this idea of intentionality and like, you know, it's all about intention and making intentional community, right? And LA is kind of like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure. But I just know it's not as community based. And so maybe because somebody told me it is because it's more competitive place, right? I don't think I do too well with competitive places. Not, I mean, in a way, like, because I I don't care. Like, I care to build community with you. I don't care to be in competition with you. But I feel it if that's how you all go. I may change my mind, but at this point, this is kind of what I'm observing. And like, I kind of feel like home is about like, I don't know, it's weird. But if you know anything about like Western New York, upstate New York, just the East Coast in general, community is, it just looks different. People don't talk about it. People aren't like, oh man, let's make this intentional type of space for such and such, which can sometimes be a downfall. But people are like, they just come together. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, yo, I feel a sense of home, and here's how I can feel home in many places. And so I think like, that's why when East Coast people go a lot of places, people be like, yo, I feel like I've known you forever. It's like, this is just how we move. You feel me? Like, this is just how we do. This is just who we are, and like how we see community, build community. And I feel like maybe it's because the high influx of Southerners in New York, or especially in Western New York and upstate New York, that kind of bring that mentality, that Southern mentality, that kind of community-based kind of ideology. But yeah, I mean, if y'all got more questions about, you know, LA, but I've been taking care of these kittens. They getting big. They ain't got eye infections no more. I'm like low-key a mom, but I be at home like all the time mostly. I need to get out of the house and go and walk around or something. You feel me? I'm in between work, so that is like a thing too. And like, I'm working through a lot of really dope stuff, and I am hoping that I have like a meeting coming up soon. Like, I'm gonna be doing some work that is like, it uses body work basically to get through like trauma and stuff, so that you can be more efficient with doing like transformative justice work, restorative justice work, which is what I want to do. This is what I do. You feel me? And so I think it's a lot of things that I need to work through. And the job that I was at before, listen, anybody who's in education and really like, no, if you're in education, you just know, you know the kind of really traumatic things that can come up in your work and what it can do to you, and like the toll that like oppressive things can take on people's bodies. So I'm just trying to take care of myself, because my last job was really very intense, and doing restorative justice work is automatically resistance work, because it's like the school system is punitive, meaning like the school system is about punishing kids and like coming into a place and trying to train people to do the opposite. You get a lot of backlash. You get a lot of, in the school I was at in particular, they had some other things going on. They was doing some extra stuff. Also, I really like the lighting in this room. I'm sorry. I just had to say that because this is the little sunroom at our place. And this lighting is good. I'm gonna like decorate or something so then I can start doing my videos here. You feel me? But yeah, just working through that trauma and all of that, and like thinking about all the years I've worked in nonprofit and the lack of support that nonprofits give people. And I've always been I don't want to say I'm a sensitive person, but I'm in tune to a lot of things, and I feel a lot of things. And I know that a lot of that has manifested through my body. And so I'm working on trying to do my work even better. And by doing that, that means I need to work through my own trauma. So I'm here to do that. I'm here in LA to learn about prison abolishment. And so that I can not take it back. I shouldn't be talking like that. No, so that I can combine what I learn with what people I know learn, so we can do this work together. You feel me? That has been my overall goal. I haven't taken the traditional route or gone to get a master's or whatever else that I need to, but let me not say need to, but I've done what I know is the best type of learning for me. And for instance, there are people who learn better experiential, right? Where we have to do to learn, right? And there are people who do better sitting in the classroom. Right? I'm definitely one of those experiential learners. I've learned a lot since I've graduated college, and I've lived a lot since I graduated college. And it's been a combination of educating myself and living my best life in the best way I know how. But yeah, like so far, interesting. I'll be giving some updates. But yeah, my cats are getting big. They're hella cute. I'm cute. You're cute. I don't know. If y'all have more questions, I could just like make another video. But I'm not forgetting that I still need to make the video of how I lived in the Bay Area rent-free for 3 months. 3 months, y'all. And that's because community, dog. Because it exists, dog. Because I believe in community. And I believe in being community for other people. You feel me? So, yeah. Like, community in LA is interesting. It is. It's been really cool. I've seen a lot of things since I've been here because I live in the hood. And, but it's like, okay. And this is not to in any way be like, struggles that happen in the hood are a very real ass thing, right? So let's not try to act like that's not the case. But the reason why I like to live in the hood is there a certain type of community connection that you can get in the hood that you're not going to get in those places that strive to really be uncultured. You know what I mean? There are places that strive like to be uncultured, like the existence of suburbs is striving to have no culture. That's the culture, no culture, right? As bland and plain in, what do you call it? Those little like shopping courts that they like to build. Like that kind of stuff, you know? And I'm just not into it. So I always am going to prefer the hood for the reason that I feel like it just feels realer to me. It feels culture to me. It feels like community to me. There are some things that you can get into and living in the hood. So let's not act like that's not a real thing, because it is. But I haven't found a medium yet. So I'm about to be in the hood. You hear me? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like a lot of different things and observe a lot of different things. But this is my thoughts so far on where I'm living. I like doing like somebody is calling me again. What's goody? Like, what's goody? Like, I'm just trying to make a live video. Like, I guess. But I'm in a video, so I can call those 2 people back. I have no clue who was calling me just now. But I'm gonna do that. You feel me? And yeah. Love y'all.